Pool safety is a critical issue for everybody, and it is a top priority here in Montgomery County Aquatics. Everybody has a role to play, from swim instruction to our lifeguards to parents ensuring that kids are playing safely and that they're being supervised. Everybody has an important role to play in pool safety, and we're proud to have such a strong record of safety here in Montgomery County.
Swim lessons are so important to be given to all children and adults, not only for water safety, their safety, but the safety of any facility they are at. It is recommended that children start swim lessons between the ages of 4 and 6 years old. The county offers lessons for children younger than that, 6 months, that are parent-assisted and are water adjustment courses.
The Montgomery County Aquatics Department is one of the biggest departments within the Department of Recreation. We have 11 pools, 7 outdoor that are open from Memorial Day all the way through Labor Day weekend, and then 4 indoor pools. And through those pools and our programs and our class instruction, we have over 1.7 million visits per year to Montgomery Aquatics facilities.
Swim lessons are offered at all county indoor and outdoor pools throughout the year. We offer 4 registrations a year. They fall by the seasons: fall, winter, spring, and summer lessons. Each session has 1 or 2 sets of lessons. You can get that information at any of the aquatic centers, the main recreation department offices, or any of the county libraries. In addition to swim lessons, the county offers water safety programs, lifeguarding, water safety instructor courses. We also offer water exercise programs as well as diving and swim team programs year-round.
Through your reach, right? Hit that reach strong looking forward.
We hope that families take advantage of the wonderful aquatics amenities that we have across the entire county and take advantage of the great programs and services that we have to offer and come out and have a good time. But bear in mind that safety is our #1 priority and will be this summer too.
Swimming pools come with a set of rules that govern the pool itself, the deck area, and water attractions. These kids want to know more.
Why does the lifeguard blow the whistle?
At all of our aquatics facilities, we have basic rules for your safety. The #1 for our young children is running. We realize you want to get to the pool as quickly as you possibly can, but we'd like you to get there in one piece without scrapes, bumps, and bruises, so please walk to the nearest pool that you'd like to use. We also do not allow glass in our pool because everybody around here is barefoot and we don't want to have any sliced feet. A couple of other things are about the rough housing. Can you imagine what it's like when you're held underwater? You get a little nervous, so we kind of ask that you not do that. Play, splash, have fun, but be considerate of how you are behaving in the water.
Why can't you wear goggles down the slide?
All of our water slides are what are actually known as attractions, and they are regulated by state COMAR laws. And one of them is we cannot have eyewear on our patrons as they go down the slide, because when they hit the water, they hit it with some amount of force. If you hit the water wrong and you've got goggles on, you are going to damage your eyes, and we don't want that.
Is it okay if you go down the water slide with your mom?
You are not allowed to go down with more than 1 person at a time. And the reason for that is that when you hit the bottom of the slider, the landing pool, there is a bumper effect. The person behind you would hit you, could force you underwater, you could panic, and then we have a situation that we do not want to be involved in. When you are confident enough to go down the slide by yourself and you're tall enough to do it, absolutely go on down, and remember, if you panic or do get into trouble, there is a lifeguard who's going to help you to the side.
Can you wear floaties or a life jacket down the slide?
While we allow you to wear life jackets and floaties, otherwise known as water wings, in our pools within arm's reach of an adult, we cannot wear them down the slide. When you go down the slide, you need to be able to either stand up or swim to the side by yourself. Whenever you wear life jackets or floaties, you do need to be within arm's reach of a parent at all times. While they may assist in keeping a swimmer above water, they are not a guaranteed life-saving device.
The diving board is another popular place at the pool. It also has its own set of rules. Diving coach Doug Beavers gives us some tips for safe diving.
The things that we get in trouble with are kids diving into water, they don't know how deep it is. One of the things that they just haven't thought about it. It's a shallow pool, you're in the shallow end of the pool, and you don't realize that it's only three feet deep, and so you go diving in, and you, at a minimum, you scrape your nose or your face on the bottom of the pool. At worst, you really seriously injure yourself. Another issue that we have is with outdoor bodies of water, lakes and rivers and creeks and that sort of thing, and that's where you can't see the bottom. So what we recommend to people is always go in feet first when you're in an unfamiliar setting. Even when we have our divers in a competitive setting, we encourage them to go feet first at first to get a sense of the body of water that they're working with and get oriented. Stick to forward takeoffs. The key there is to make sure that you are comfortable swimming in deep water. The mistake that we see a lot is kids the first day that the pool opens up. The water's still cold. They haven't been swimming since last August. They haven't been on a swim team or a diving team through the winter months. And here they are, and they can remember how much fun they had on the diving board, and they get a little overconfident and they leap into the water first day. First thing they do. They hit the water, they're shocked by how cold the water is, and then they realize that they maybe don't remember as well as they thought how to swim. And then now you have a struggling swimmer in the water, and a lifeguard has to go in and get them. They absolutely should test out their swimming ability, make sure that they're confident with their swimming ability. That's the main thing. In terms of learning how to dive, of course it's beneficial to take classes and all of that sort of thing. It's a big piece of our program is diving safety. We take kids through a very specific set of skills that build on one another. We kind of like to think of it as a Lego sort of a metaphor, where we start with a set of blocks, and then we build onto that something a little more advanced, and then we take that base that we've built and we build onto that something even more interesting. And when we work that way, we can be sure that the kids have those fundamental skills that will allow them to stay safe as they advance.
The Montgomery County Recreation Department employs dozens of lifeguards, as well as provides lifeguard training. Here's Craig Wasserman to show us what the job entails.
The lifeguards provide supervision and make sure that all our patrons are displaying safe behavior at the pool. Scanning is constantly looking back and forth, supervising the pool, making sure they're looking at all parts of the pool, not just one area. We're looking, first of all, for any kids that might be struggling or, God forbid, drowning. Besides that, just enforcing the rules to try and prevent those kinds of things. For example, no people on your shoulders, no ball in the pool, just rules like that. We just want to ensure that it's a safe environment. The whistle is to get the patrons' attention, so we'll have 2 quick blasts. Stop running! And ask them not to do it again. If you're the guard that is performing the save, you have 1 long blast, and then you jump in and make the save. All the other guards, after they hear that blast, are supposed to also do 1 long blast, and they then point to where the save is happening, while a couple of lifeguards and a manager run out to make sure that everything is okay and that the kid or adult has gotten back to the wall safely.
You need to be taking to the ladder, or can you get out here?
I can get out.
Okay.
Parents and caregivers need to keep an eye on their kids. Make sure you're with your kids. Sometimes you think that, they'll be okay, they won't go in a part that's too deep for them, but a lot of times it's easy to not notice that you've gone in water that gets deeper and deeper. For example, this pool, it slants a little bit down. It goes from about 3.5 feet to 5 feet over there. So you really just want to make sure you're with your kids, with an eye on them at all times. We provide safety life jackets that you're allowed to borrow from the pool. So yeah, just make sure you're with your kids. Becoming a lifeguard involves a few steps. Well, first you need to take and complete the lifeguard training class. You then need to fill out some paperwork, which can be found at any of the Montgomery County indoor pool facilities. And from there, a full-time Montgomery County Aquatics staff will walk you through the entire process. They were really great and provided you with everything you need to get the job.